everyone, myself Prithvi. Today welcome you all for my DevOps course series. So in this video, we are going to set up a Tomcat server. So here I have mentioned to set up in EC2 instance. So we are not using EC2 instance. So we are setting up it in compute instance, actually compute GCP compute engine. So we after that we are going to install Java and we are going to configure Tomcat. So and start Tomcat server and access it with port 80. So what we can able to do is that, so since to avoid some time actually, so I have created a Terraform script, so where you can use this Terraform script to create your compute engine instance. So with a startup script where it's going to pointing to install Java. So let me take you to that startup script actually. It will be very easy for you to understand. So what are all the things which it is going to do, so when doing when installing Tomcat server. So first thing, so I'm going to explain you this actually. Install Java actually. So first it's going to install Java. The command is yum install Java 11 OpenJDK 11. So this it's going to install. So after that, so yum install wget, since CentOS will not come in the, wget, we will going to install wget. So presently for compute engine instance, I'm using an operating system Linux distros CentOS 8. So and we're going to install Nano also. This will be very useful for the editor kind of a editor purpose. So and we are going to go for this OPT directory, optional directory, and we're going to just pull wget. This is the official thing where we're going to pull the tar.z file from the Tomcat server. So when you go for Tomcat download, so you're going to be popped up with the page. So go for Apache Tomcat. So you have to go for download actually. So you're going to have many files actually. So since we install it in the Linux actually, you can download this tar.z. So this is the file which we are going to install. You can copy this link and you can able to use it in Linux script actually to install that. We are downloading, first we are downloading with that link. So next we are unzipping it. So after that, we're going to provide an execution permission for the startup script and shutdown script to perform the actions actually. So this is the startup script where it's going to be used for starting up the Tomcat server. So this is for shutting down. So this is the execution permission which I am giving. So after that, we are starting the service. So this is the full path which you want to specify to start the service. After that, what we're going to use, we're going to what we're going to do, we're going to edit some files which is there in context.xml. So first, web apps, host manager, and context.xml. So this is the file which we are editing. Why we are editing? So it's basically Tomcat server is only accessible to localhost 127.0.0.0. So we are editing this to make it accessible with the public IP. So all these files like context.xml in host manager, web apps manager, and docs, here all we will going to edit it because to access it from the public IP. After that, we are going to link this actually. So this startup script which we are going to link with this uh, name. If you're going to type Tomcat up, means we will going to start the Tomcat service. If you type Tomcat command, Tomcat down, it's going to be going to initiate a the Tomcat service down. So after that, so we're going to use delete some default user which is there in the Tomcat config.tomcat hyphen users.xml file. So after that we are going to insert our own users actually. So this is the echo command which is used to insert these roles. These are the roles: manager.gui, manager.script, so manager hyphen jmx, manager status. So these are all the roles, and these are the admin, and the password is admin. So the role which we are giving is manager GUI, manager script, and manager hyphen JMX. All the roles will be given for admin. So for deploying purpose, we can use this deployer option. So manager script is enough for us. So also we will use for this next video which I am talking about, to use to create a Jenkins job. We are going to use this user actually admin itself. So this is all about this configuration file. Now let us go for this Tomcat server Terraform script. Copy this. So you have to go for GCP console actually. So you have to go for Compute Engine VM. So next you have to click on Cloud Shell. This is the icon where it's going to activate the Cloud Shell here. Since I already have Cloud Shell is activated, so I'm cancelling this. So this is the Cloud Shell, it is already activated. So you can make a directory. So in this first you should ensure this project is selected, which project which you are using, this project is selected. So this is Tomcat server tf to identify this is a Terraform script directory. So cd, so I'm going it, so going inside this directory, so ls, so there is no file is there inside this directory. So nano, so I'm going to create a Tomcat server there, Tomcat tf file, Tomcat server dot tf, enter. So paste. So we have to copy Terraform script, click on copy, and after copying it, so click on insert, so it will inserted. So and control X and Y. So now it is being available. So Tomcat server.tf. So I'm going to explain what is this Terraform script is going to do. So the resource is Google underscore compute underscore instance. This is a one of the things which is defined by Google actually. So if you're gonna edit something here, it is not going to work because this is defined. It should be in this correct format itself to execute this Terraform script. So this is the name of the compute engine instance. So the boot disk which I am giving auto delete is true. So these are all the things which is not required. So the image, it is project the CentOS cloud. So this is the image CentOS stream 8 which we are using. So persistent date is 30 GB. So the interesting thing is the startup script. So this is the startup script which we are using in this video. So this is going to help us in terms of deploying our Tomcat server. So which I showed you, right? This is the startup script. So where we are installed that startup script here. So we can install, like we can use like a file shell script. So and you can able to point the current directory file name. So it's going to take up from there, or you can able to provide an URL actually. So that also is going to work. So and these are all the things which is related to the network interface. So and the VPC it is attached actually, and all the things or information is contained here. So that if we are using a default VPC, we are not going to create a custom VPC and all. So let us create a Tomcat server. To do that, first command which we want to do is that terraform init. So Terraform init, what does this command does is that it's going to initialize the Terraform script. It's going to check the installed Google supported version. So and the Terraform provider and all. So it is successfully initialized. Initialized. Next is Terraform plan. So this also should work fine without any kind of an error. So it is asking for an authorization. So authorization is completed. So it is telling us this plan is going to add one resources, 0 to change and 0 to destroy. So there is no already a resource is present. That's the reason it's not going to change. It's going to add another resource. So the next command is terraform apply to apply actually, or you can use validate or plan. So both is going to work. Terraform apply. So auto approve means we are approving it. It's going to ask for yes or no. So whether to execute this script or not. So instead of giving yes and all, so we are giving auto approve. So it's going to take the auto approve. So now it has started with creating the Tomcat server. So to see that, so what you can able to do, so click on refresh. You should be seeing a Tomcat server here. So see the Tomcat server is created and the external IP is present here. So also you can able to see the apply completed, one resource is added, but still our Tomcat server will not be accessible. Why? I'm going to tell you. So the port which Tomcat server use, port 8080. So once we start typing colon public IP colon 8080, it will give an error message where it is not found. Why? It is because there is a shell script, which startup script which we created, right? So that startup script is still running. How to visualize this? So go inside this Tomcat server. So go for serial port 1 and console. So go. So here you can able to see the startup script is still running. So you can refresh it. So see, still it is running. Still it is running. Refresh it. So it will not be accessible because we have not opened the port 8080 in our VPC firewall also. Before going in SSHing it, let's SSH first. So it is going to opening means we are going inside the SSH of that particular Tomcat server. So during this, let me go for click on this hamburger menu, navigation menu, go for VPC. So go for firewall. So in the firewall, so you have to create a firewall rule. Actually, create a firewall rule. So the name which you are giving is Tomcat server. So the firewall rule is Tomcat server. We are using a default network. So if you are deployed this compute engine instance in some other VPC, you can able to specify that. So since I have deployed it in default VPC, I am selecting default. So priority I am leaving it as 1000 itself. So lesser the it is, it's going to override the previous firewall rule against it, and it is a ingress. The direction of traffic, it is ingress. That's the reason I'm choosing ingress. Action on match. Allow means we are allowing this traffic in whatever the condition in targets all the instance in the network, and the source IP range is 0.0.0.0/0. So this is the command means it is accessible in all the IP. It is accessing all the IP, and if you gonna what are the protocols you want to allow. If you gonna click on allow all, so it's going to allow every port actually. So it is not the best practice to give allow all. TCP, the port is 8080. So this is the port which I'm opening currently, and I'm also opening another port like ICMP, so for the ping request and all. So I'm creating this rule. So once after the rule is created, so let's go for hi guys, the Terraform script has worked fine. So which is this Tomcat user.xml. So this is the error which we are getting, right? So let us try logging in. So the admin the password should work fine. So if it is not working, see it is not working now. So what I have done is that so go to the VI editor. So click on I. So what I have done is that so I removed these spaces actually. So why? Because so there may be a chances that extra character may be there before these values. So once you does that, so it will start working actually. So the content is the same, but why it is causing the error is that so there may be a possibility that some extra characters may be there, but it is not there here. But that's the real problem with this kind of an XML configuration files. Mm, Presently, I am removing the spaces and putting them back. So this completes the editing part. WQ, right and exit. So now Tomcat down. So it's telling that Tomcat command is not found. So let us give the full path of that script actually. OPT Apache. So bin and yes, shutdown. This is the shutdown script. So it's going to be shutting down the Tomcat server which is currently running. So what we am doing is that so I am again calling the same startup script actually to start the Tomcat server. So now the Tomcat server is started. So see now you can able to see where you can page where you can able to access the the Tomcat application server actually. So next in the next video, so this is all about this video guys. In the next video we shall integrate the Tomcat server, so and we'll just publish the war file here so that we can able to access in the Tomcat server. So thank you all, bye bye.